What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack here. In today's video, I'm talking about the 13 more players that were updated for NBA 2K20 when it comes to face scans and hairstyles. That's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Before this video starts, if you're one of the 75% of viewers who watch these videos and is not subscribed, don't be lame. Be an OG, join the Pack Nation, and subscribe. Let's get this video started. The first player that was updated was Jaylen Brown. Now this person, okay, he literally cut his hair in the beginning of the season, so I don't know why they didn't update it when the game came out, but they finally did it. And honestly, after his Christmas game performance, he's a really big name in the NBA right now, at least in my opinion. The Celtics are winning a lot of games, and he's been one of the best players on that team. He needs to be updated at all times. He has cut his hair and his beard is a little longer now, and now they've correctly updated that for NBA 2K20, and that's why you see Jaylen Brown as the correct final hairstyle for him for NBA 2K20. Next player at number 2 is Carson Edwards, another player. Well, okay, so he's on the Boston Celtics, and he has not been amazing or anything this season, but he's still been solid for the team. Now he cut his hair as well. As you can see from the right to the left, he also has a little longer of a beard, but besides that, they haven't really updated much. Just shorter hair from now on, but basically cut it off, and that is him from now on. He's not a bigger name in this list, obviously, but still a big enough name where I think the 2K thought they needed to update him, and that's why he was for NBA 2K20. The next player is Kendrick Nunn. Now, I've already talked about him before, but just wanted to talk about him one more time because Kendrick Nunn's face has been updated. Before, he didn't have a face scan at all. Now his face scan has been straight up updated, and that's why you see it right here. It looks pretty much like him. One little problem I have is his chin beard or goatee. What is going on there? It's completely slanted to the left. I don't know, maybe that's just how he has it. I haven't really looked and paid attention, but I'm pretty sure it's not like that. So I don't know if the 2K needs to update that or I'm crazy, but yeah, that is weird. The next player is Jaren Jackson Jr., another name that I feel like has been on the come up this year. Sure, the Grizzlies are not great, and sure, they're probably not gonna make the playoffs either, but he's been great for the team in my opinion, and so he needs to be updated at all times. Now Jaren Jackson Jr. has longer hair. You see, he has kind of a mini afro. Before, he had just short hair. So that's really it. I mean, besides that, they didn't really update his beard at all. I guess they made it a little darker on the mustache side, but besides that, it looks pretty much the same. Maybe the nose was changed a little bit, but besides that, he is exactly the same besides the hair. The next player at number 5 is Nemanja Bjelica. Now, he has been fantastic this year for the Sacramento Kings. They have been winning a lot more games than I think people would have expected them to, and that is because he has been awesome this year. He really has been genuinely good for the team. His hair is the same, his face scan is the same. The only thing that's been changed is the beard. The mustache is longer, and then the beard is grown out. And he has kind of a darker shade on his neck because it's as if he doesn't really shave that part, and that's pretty accurate for the most part for how Nemanja Bjelica has it for sure. The next player at number 6 is Markelle Fultz, another player that I feel like, okay, now this is the guy that honestly did not do very good for the first couple of years of his career, and everybody was making fun of his jump shot, and I feel like he had no confidence, but now in the Magic, it's he's reset his career, and he's been playing great for the Orlando Magic so far. They're even in a position that they can make the playoffs, and he's been one of the most important pieces to that team. He made his hair even longer than before. Now it's coming down to his forehead, covering that forehead that is much bigger than what I ever thought of. When you really look at it, dang, it's pretty big. But still, besides that, that is the only update for him at all. Nothing else really changed for Markelle Fultz. Next player at number 7 is Aron Baynes. Now, Aron Baynes, the thing with him is that he has been fantastic this year too. He's doing way better than the year before. I think he's averaging 15 points with the Phoenix Suns. And they were winning games, and I feel like it was because he was changing the team's dynamic, but they've been losing a lot of games from here on out. And that's because they kind of had injuries. DeAndre Ayton was suspended. So I don't know, maybe they could turn the season around, but he was bald. Now he has his kind of man bun on the top of the head again. They returned to that. So I'm glad that they finally added that back into the game. But actually, in my opinion, his hair isn't like that. His hair is kind of a spiky hair now, so that's an incorrect change, but at least they added hair back into his head at least. At number 8, it is Kyle Lowry, reigning NBA champion, and has been the anchor for the Toronto Raptors. He is a starting point guard, so you'd think a team like that would make sure their player is updated. Now, all he's done is really cut his hair a little shorter. Besides that, there's no update for Kyle Lowry. Maybe the face scan was changed a little bit, but not enough to where I think it matters. I can't even tell. But yeah, when it comes to that, they just cut Kyle Lowry's hair, and that's really it. At number 10, it is Melvin Frazier Jr. Before, he had the cornrows. Now he has just short hair. That's all they did for Melvin. Again, another name that may not be the biggest name on this list, but still, 2K felt it was important enough to update him, and so there you go for NBA 2K20. I'm sure the Magic fans are happy with that. Next player at number 11 is Jrue Holiday. This one's incorrect too, at least from my understanding. So Jrue Holiday basically just gave him a little bit longer hair on the top of the head, and they gave him a headband. That's nice and everything, but from my understanding, he had dreads. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm naming the hair incorrectly, but still, I thought his hair was different, and he's been playing like that like for the most of the season. So I don't know why they did this, unless he just changed his hair recently and 2K decided to go with this. But yeah, either way, he's been updated, so I guess that's a positive. I just don't know if this has been updated correctly or not, but it is what it is. At number 11, it is Karl Anthony Towns. They finally updated his hair, and he's been having a really good season with the Timberwolves. It's a shame that they've been losing a ton of games lately, but they had a good start to the season. It's kind of interesting. We'll talk about another player in a second, but it's kind of interesting how they kind of flipped their hairstyles. But the beard is also a little longer. We're talking about like barely a little bit longer. And besides that, there really is no change. I think they made his eyebrows maybe like a little smaller. But yeah, they updated his hair, which is what everybody has wanted for Karl Anthony Towns. Next one at number 12 is PJ Tucker. Now this was on the list of players that were updated. Apparently his beard got longer. Now I don't have a picture of PJ Tucker without his beard, but apparently it's been updated. That's the rumor, that PJ Tucker's hair got a little bit longer on the beard, and that's it. But I don't remember ever seeing PJ Tucker's beard hair being short in 2K, so I don't know. But apparently it's been updated, so there you go. And finally, it's Andrew Wiggins. Now, I don't have a screenshot of him before, but he had cornrows, and now he has longer hair. Him and Karl Anthony Towns kind of switch spots when it comes to hair. So yeah, I mean, besides that, that's really it. Another player that's been way better this year than last year. So that's why I'm glad they updated him for sure. But still, that's another player they updated. And that is all 13 players that were updated for NBA 2K20. That's it for this video, you guys. Which players are 2K missing to update? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like my channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.